Okay, this is the next stop is Ramapo Gardens, 441 Franklin Turnpike, Mahwah, New Jersey. It's one, two, three, four, five, six. There's a six building right there, right there. It's not. It's not these buildings. It's not these buildings. It's not these. It's six buildings. They look. They get the same color roof. Again, it's about a little strategy when you come in here. This is what I do. Come in here, park right there, put a 28 up here, put a 32 up there, or put a 28 up here. Raul, you can go up there, clean that one out, carry it over here, put a 28 up here, blow this out. The reason these two buildings, they got the most stuff. Those fronts got a lot of stuff in them. That's what Raul can do. Alright? And then we'll talk about the cleanup in a minute. So you parked here, Raul's doing those two. You're going to notice these four buildings are identical, but you got to move the ladder twice. You can't, it's too high to get here. So you can take a 32 or 28, take a 32 because Raul's going to have the 28. Put a 32 right here, boom, clean it out, come down, move it over here, clean it out, come down. But what Tom can go over here, the 32, he can go 1, 2, 3, 4. And you don't have to move the ladder that much. All you got to do is go here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Else you can do the same. Put a ladder over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, in an hour, all the buildings will be done. You gotta clean up all these buildings best you can. These aren't that bad. These four, these are. You're gonna have a lot of stuff in here. You're gonna see some leaves here. You want to scatter this, but you gotta clean these real good. And in the front here, there's gonna be stuff, and people got their walkways. Clean these buildings real good. So double check them. Take your time. I think there's a dumpster over here. You can always tarp. You're gonna have to you could blow all the leaves down here, make a big pile, tarp them, stick them in the dumpster. I don't know where there's a dumpster. There's always a dumpster on site. This one doesn't have wood, so there's really nowhere to take it, so you kind of have to dump it in a dumpster. So that's six buildings. Again, I'm not going to tell you that every time on the map, but right now, just really follow what I say on this. Trust me, I've done these since 1997. I used to do all these buildings myself. I know how to do them faster than anybody. And I teach everybody to do them the same way. If you're working next year in the spring, whenever you're working, you're going to do them the same way. Pull in here, park here. Raul, 28, 28. You barely have to move the ladders. Tom, grab a 32 because you need a 32 over here. Put it there, put it there, put it there, put it there. The reason you don't put it here is because it's like almost 3 stories there. You always want to find a place where it's the lowest, but without moving a lot. Else is the same thing. 32, 32, 32, 32. That's it. And you guys can you can clean all the buildings that you do, and then everybody can help over here. Raul will be cleaning up these and just make sure it looks good. Because this manager, he calls me every time if we leave too many leaves. You don't have to get every leaf. What you have to do is make. This is what I want on leaves. I don't want stuff sitting on decks and patios. I want to look like if somebody walked around a manager and they didn't even know we were there, they still wouldn't know we were there. That's how I like to leave it. So nobody even knows we were there. Because we don't want to just clean the gutters and then people are calling me and they're like, oh, there's shit all over the walkways and, there's stuff on this guy's car. You don't really have to worry about cars here. There's nobody. Well, you might have to over here. I remember one guy sprayed a bunch of wet stuff all over somebody's car. So you have to be aware of that. If you got cars like that, just slow the speed down on the blower. Anytime you got a lot of water in a gutter, just go over to the leader, pull it out with your hand, let some of that water drain, and then you can start blowing it. I mean, if there's cars and stuff around. We don't want to just spray water, but take your time on that, and that's a plan for that building. And I'll give you always you can always give me a text when you're leaving a building, like leaving or about to leave in 10 minutes, and even 20 minutes is better. And then whoever's the crew leader on this, it's Ellis tomorrow. I like to know because then I might say, oh, they're done early or they're done late, and I figure out where you're going next.